They're just standing there. What do you want? Leave me alone!
Tonight, 6 terrifying camping encounters caught on camera, where campers realize they are not alone as they thought. Jessie Carr is a solo traveler and lifestyle YouTuber from Sydney. In September 2025, she uploaded footage from a visit to a waterfall in Samoa. She arrived alone and for the first few minutes had the whole place to herself.
This is the spot. I don't think it's just me. Wait, let's go check it out quickly. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Then a man appeared and started following her around.
I'm gonna hop in now. I took a couple photos and now I'm ready to have a dip. Are you okay? All good? Oh, I don't remember the name. Sorry. There's a man and he's kind of just like hanging around me.
She made her way into the water and started exploring the pool, but the man followed as well. There were 2 other women nearby, but they were far enough away that she was essentially alone with him. He kept suggesting places she should go. He pointed toward a cave near the waterfall and encouraged her to go there. She resisted at first, but went anyways. That's when he jumped in after her.
Pardon? Over there? I'll try. No, all good. The man is telling me that I should go over here. So I'm going to try actually because I feel like it would be nice to. I don't know, I can't tell if the man is just being really nice or if he's just being too friendly, like, because I was feeling a little bit uncomfortable. But he was like, do you need some help coming over here? And I was like, no, thank you. Because I just want to be like by myself with no men around, preferably. Okay, this is, oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! You scared me. I'm good, thanks. Pardon? Cold, yeah. Pardon? Sorry? A hole. Oh, it's like a cave. Is it a cave? Yeah? Okay. I'm okay. You go, I'll follow you.
Inside the cave, he asked her to jump from a higher ledge into the water below. She was hesitant. He jumped first to show her it was safe. What happened while they were in there made her deeply uncomfortable, and she mentioned specific details on camera that are hard to brush off. When they finally made it back, she said she felt relieved the moment her feet touched solid ground. She knew she could walk away and get to her car.
Okay, I'm gonna go. If he follows me, like, I'll just head off. I feel like so confused. He touched my bum. Like he was he was giving me a hand and then he kept trying to touch my waist and then touch my bum. And he touched it once and I felt really, really uncomfortable, and then I was like, you go first.
She said she regrets how she handled it.
The way that I approached the situation or handled the situation, I really regret, because I genuinely felt very uncomfortable. I was trying to like push it to the side or try and make excuses, but I think being a solo female traveler, you got to be really careful.
She kept giving him the benefit of the doubt each time he pushed a boundary. She said it clearly at the end that if something feels wrong from the start, don't go further. Sam runs an outdoor stealth camping channel called the Northwest Wind. In January 2024, he went off trail into the woods of a local park in Cleveland, Ohio, and set up his tent in the fog. For the first few hours, everything was completely normal. He cooked dinner and settled in for the night. Then he started feeling like someone was watching him.
I don't know what it is here, but I keep feeling like somebody's watching me. And it's like very, very strong feeling, like hair on the back of my neck standing up. I don't know. I just keep feeling like I'm being watched or something, though. I don't know. Somebody else walked by. I don't think they saw me, but they were close enough to where they could see me. Even with the low light now in this fog, it's kind of just like a shadow creature thing. Obviously it was a person, looked like a dude, but...
He got into his tent and tried to settle in. The fog had rolled in thick and the woods had gone quiet. Then he heard footsteps outside. 2 people were whispering and getting closer.
There's somebody, hang on. I don't know if they could see it or not through the tent. I don't think so. I'm leaning right up against the light, but somebody's walking around out there very close to the tent. They're getting closer, hang on. Hang on. I want you to be able to see as much as possible, but I'm not going to turn on the lantern again. I have my headlamp in my pocket, too.
Hello? Hello? All right, I don't like this. Hello? Hello? They're touching my tent. Stop.
They're right outside the tent.
Hello? I'm in here. Hello? 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 Alright, I'm getting the out of here.
They circled the tent, then they collapsed it on him while he was still inside. They pulled the fly off and disappeared into the dark. He grabbed his knife and ran.
Hello? I don't know what the this is, but we're getting out of here. Hang on. Hello? Okay, they're walking away now. What do you want? What do you want? I have a knife. Where's my knife? They're with me. They're with me here. Holy crap. Get away. What do you want? Hello? I can't see you. Hello? All right, I'm getting out of here. We're getting the hell out of here. Hello? What do you want? Say something. I see you. They collapsed my tent on me. I don't know which way they went. I think they went this way. I see you. Get away! All right, I'm spooked. I don't like this. Get my headlamp on and we're getting out of here right now. They're just standing there. They're just standing there. What do you want? Leave me alone! They went over that way. I can't see them now. I know you're there. I see you. They collapsed my tent on me and pulled the fly off while I was still in there. It smells like someone's smoking a cigarette too. I smell your cigarette. I smell your cigarette. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. I have a knife. I smell your cigarette. All right, I'm officially like tweaking now. I'm like, all right, we're just gonna get out of here. We're just gonna get out of here. I'll come back for this crap later. Do I have my phone? I'm gonna call 911 if you come near me. All right, they're moving again. I don't know, I'm getting out of here. We're going. I'll come back for this some other time. All right, let's get the hell out of here. I'm leaving, don't follow me. I don't know where to go. I don't know which way to get out of here. I smell your cigarette, I can hear you. I hear you. All right, I don't know which way to go. How the hell do I get out of here? All right, sweet. I don't know how to get out of here. All right, this is how the do I get out of here? Hang on, let me see if they're... Stay away from me! They're coming behind me. I don't know what they're doing. They could just be around. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going. They're at my campsite. I see them. I see you reflecting off my tent. Leave my shit alone! All right, I'm getting out of here. You can have it. How do I? Which way? Here. Okay.
He went back the next morning to collect his gear. His tent had been disturbed, and his dry bag had been opened. Nothing was taken, just turned over and gone through by whoever had been out there that night. He said the entire time he was there that evening, he had a feeling something was off. You can see it in the footage. He keeps catching himself looking over his shoulder while he is cooking dinner. He mentions it several times before anything actually happens. Johnny Paranormal is a ghost hunter and explorer on YouTube. In January 2018, he uploaded the third day of his time inside Japan's Aokigahara forest. He had found the belongings of a missing woman the day before and came back to look for her. What he found instead was a man walking alone, deep into the trees with a backpack and no intention of being followed.
I've got a dude in here walking around with a backpack heading deeper and deeper in. You don't come in here unless you're gonna yourself. If you're gonna go hiking, you walk through the tracks. So I'm gonna go see if this guy's okay. As soon as he saw me, he's about 80 meters in front of me in the trees. I could only just make out like a shape moving. And as soon as he saw me, he's gone further and deeper in that way. I mean, I think I've got about 2 hours of light left. I'm gonna go follow this guy. I'm gonna make sure he's okay. And I just got this really bad feeling this guy's gonna kill himself. Because you don't come through all this shit walking. All the Japanese stay to the tracks. It's a dude. I don't know what's gonna happen. But I'm not walking away, I'll tell you that right now.
The man ran every time Johnny got close. He clearly didn't want to be found. Johnny followed him anyway. He kept pushing further in and eventually got close enough to try and talk to him.
He's come through here. G'day, mate. How are ya? Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. Buddy. Buddy. Oi. Konnichiwa. Where are you going?
Every time he got close enough, the man took off running again. At one point, he tried calling out to him in Japanese. The man just kept moving deeper in. Eventually, Johnny lost him completely. Then, while still searching, he stumbled across something in the undergrowth that stopped him completely. It was a skeleton, over a year old. There was still a backpack nearby. He noted the location and reported it to police the next morning. The body was recovered. He made it out before dark. But viewers watching back the footage noticed something Johnny never did. A man followed him for a while and then disappeared. However, Johnny never knew it was there. Digging Science is an educational outdoor channel on YouTube. In May 2020, they uploaded footage from a fossil hunting trip in a creek in North Carolina. They had been scouting locations for 3 days without much luck. Then they finally found a stretch of creek that looked promising.
We're really excited to be here. We're gonna explore this creek more because it looks like it's got a lot of potential. And we're gonna find great white shark teeth.
Broken great white.
And a broken great white just like that?
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding me. Colton found his 5 minutes ago, and I start sifting over here, and that is definitely a great white. Ah! That is so awesome. Look at that thing. Whoo. I'm so happy. That's what I came out here for. We've been scouting all day, all yesterday. Like, yes, let's get some more of these. We dug a few more test holes here, but didn't find anything else besides those nice 2 great whites, and Maddie found 2 blades. So we're gonna leave our equipment here, and we're gonna hike further down and scout this creek both ways and see if we can't find some more locations. I just found what definitely looks like a human jaw, so...
What they were looking at was a human jaw, and a few feet further down the creek, a human skull. They put it back where they found it and called the police.
That is a human jaw, no doubt about it. All the teeth seem to be kind of gone, but that's disgusting and also kind of cool. There's a cool old bottle, and then there's a jaw.
Question is the rest of him in here? Or her?
We are walking more, and that looks like a human skull. We haven't flipped it around yet. I don't know if we should or shouldn't, but...
Well, I feel like we should, because we don't want to call them out here. We don't know what it is. We should probably know what it is before we involve anybody else.
I don't think you should touch it.
Babe, it's not. It's
Touch with
we
the
didn't.
stick.
We didn't do anything.
Like,
You're fine.
They're not going to be upset. We'll call law enforcement. We'll make sure that it actually is a skull, and then if that is, that's nuts. So we do want to be respectful here, because if this is a skull, no matter how cool it is to us, this was once a person, and if it is, they deserve to be either investigated for why they're here or properly buried. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over just to make sure, and we'll know in just a second. Yep, those are the eye sockets. That's a human skull. That's kind of crazy. I'm going to put it back, and just right there.
Wow, that looks like it's been there for a long time.
I wonder how old it is. Alright, well, we're going to call local law enforcement, and we'll hopefully get out here and be able to take it off of our hands, because that deserves to be dealt over by someone that knows what they're doing, not us.
Police department?
Hi, my name's Jonathan Valentine. I'm a small YouTuber who does educational videos and adventure videos in creeks looking for artifacts and fossils. I'm in a local creek and we just found a human skull and human jaw. It looks pretty old, but we're basically 100% certain that's what it is.
A forensic specialist arrived and examined both remains on site.
I'm about to come back up so I can grab my boots.
Yeah.
Say what? It's definitely a skull.
We've been wondering how old it might be. It doesn't have any teeth, so they can't use the teeth to match dental records. But it might have some DNA. The problem with that is it's in water, so all that DNA is probably degraded or dissolved. We don't even know how old it is really.
So we look at the mandible. This is the first thing that we saw. It's very, very small. You can see normally with human mandibles that are more modern, we have a much thicker surface right here. Well, you can tell this smooth surface, that means that all of the teeth have been gone. And since it is so smooth, we know that that happened before this person died. All of this right here was the bone repairing itself. So what we call this is antemortem tooth loss. So all of this up here, this damage that you see is all just post-mortem trauma. So that's wear and tear from after the person died, skeletonized. especially since we just found them in the creek. They've probably been tumbling for a while. So the skull's missing a lot of identifiable features. One of the first things we do to look at if we're trying to determine if something is historic or forensic significance is the teeth. You can tell there are no teeth here at all, but based on just how heavy the skull is, the amount of damage, and then also with this tooth loss, it does not appear to be forensically significant to us at all. Been asked, how old do we think it is? Honestly, there's really no way to tell.
How do we know that it's historical and not Native American or?
So one of the ways that we look to see if it's native or not is mostly the dentition. Also, you have facial features that will indicate that. Again, the facial features are gone. There's no dentition. We do look at cranial shape. You can look at the eye orbits right here, kind of look at the nose. One thing about European populations or Caucasians, you tend to have a little bit more narrow of a nose. And just from what I can see, it looks like this nose is going to be a little bit more narrow. But that's all I can tell about ancestry. So a lot of the time, if we can't tell ancestry, if we're not 100% sure if it's a Native American or not, a lot of the tribes aren't going to want to take possession of it. But it is a female. We can tell that based on the brow ridge. Men typically have more pronounced brow ridges right here. You can tell this is a little bit flatter. Also back here on this occipital protuberance, it's a muscle attachment area. So men are naturally larger here. If you feel the back of your head, you can feel a little bump. Women, it's going to be small like that. Men, it's going to be much more pronounced.
Occipital protuberance.
Occipital protuberance.
Got it.
Yep. And the mastoid process is right here. These sit right behind your ear.
Yeah.
Same thing. Men, they're much larger, more robust. Females, they're a little bit thinner like this. So this is consistent with a female.
She said the skull belonged to a female. The teeth had been lost before death. Based on the condition of the bone, she said it did not appear to be a recent case, most likely historical. The police took over and the team packed up and left. Someone is out there in a creek in North Carolina and nobody knows who they are or how they got there. In 1974, the entire town of Boston Township, Ohio, was forcibly evacuated. Every resident was removed and buildings got sealed. In November 2023, Urbex Hill went there alone to see what remained. Whatever was left behind when the people were removed had been sitting undisturbed for decades.
This looks like it's from the 1940s. Why's that room red? That's weird. Little shop area. It's actually kind of nice back here. Everett Covered Bridge. I guess it's the bridge they're always talking about.
He kept pushing further into the town. However, the place feels wrong before anything has actually happened. Then he started hearing something behind him.
I keep hearing something. It sounds like it's following me. keep hearing something. What does this lead to? I don't want to get lost. There's bugs everywhere. Something's over there. I can hear it.
It moved when he moved. It stopped when he stopped. He kept pushing further in, trying to get a look at whatever was tracking him. Then he saw it, two eyes reflecting back at him from the trees. He didn't wait to find out what they belonged to. He turned around and got out. Field Days is an outdoor adventure channel on YouTube. In October 2021, he hiked alone into the Australian bush to spend a night inside an underground cave. He carried a torch and a knife. Before climbing down the ladder, he made one rule. He was not coming back out until sunrise.
So this is the cave, which we are going to call home until it's morning. So once I go in, we are not coming back out of this cave until the sun comes up tomorrow morning. And if there is weird ghost activities or something like that, I'm going to push myself to the limit to stay in this cave as long as I possibly can until something like physically hurts me, touches me, and then I'm crawling my ass out of there. But this is the cave and it is not what I expected.
Oh man.
All right, so as you can see, we've made it to the entrance of the cave. Here it is, literally standing above the hole right now. What we're gonna do is we're gonna jump on this shonky ladder. Look at the size of it. This is just the entrance of the cave here. And then obviously it just goes back into the darkness there. Look at that. There's big cracks which just continue down by the looks of it. Haven't been down there yet, but just have a look at this. Well, if this is not a form of living, I'm not really too sure what is. Have a go at this.
He explored the cave and settled in. The air was thick and mosquitoes were everywhere. From early on, he had the same feeling his mate had described, like something in that cave was watching him. Then around 11 p.m., the chain started moving.
All right, so a fair bit of time has passed. We're still sitting here. Two extremely weird noises I've heard now. One, I swear to God, it was the ladder that I come into the cave on. It was swinging. Now, I think I'm just tripping balls, but I swear to God, it was the ladder swinging. And second thing is just that weird sound I heard again. It's just a very strange noise, but can't really put my finger on what it is. I don't think it's bats. I don't know what it is. But anyway, it is about 11 o'clock at night right now, and we are going to dig into the baked beans. That is beautiful. Baked beans in a haunted cave. Oh my fucking God. That was the sound. That is the sound. Did you hear that? Look at my arms. I got full goosebumps. You can't move that chain with wind. It's way too heavy. There is no wind coming in here. There's no wind even for Holy shit. Oh my fucking God. You must have heard that just then. Look at my arms, dude. Oh, this is fucked. Holy shit. That's not normal, dude. Boy, I'm freaking out.
The chain was thick and heavy. There was no wind inside the cave. Nothing living there was big enough to move it. It happened 3 times, and each time it stopped as suddenly as it started. He sat close to the entrance and tried to make sense of it.
I'm at the ladder. So this is the ladder that was making the sounds. Now you're trying to tell me that this big ladder, something has to move this. And it has to move it because a rock fell and rolled all the way down here somewhere. So something was moving this chain 3 times in a row. I got no idea what it could have been. Can't be the bats. So these bats are active. They're everywhere, but they're too small. I don't know. I don't want to go. I don't want to leave this cave. I want to stay here and do the whole night, but that noise was just scary. I might sit up here. I might just chill here. I'm not going back down there, but what I'm doing right now, this is the chain just here behind me. So this is the entrance kind of thing. The hole is just up here up behind me. So what I'm doing is I'm just gonna sit here for the rest of the night, lean up against this wall. There's my bag. I'm just gonna lean up against that wall there, and I'm gonna stay close to the entrance of the ladder, because that sound I heard before, it is, I can't even describe it. You can't make that sound.
He described it as somewhere between a cat hissing and a human voice, something he had never heard before and couldn't recreate with his own mouth. He walked toward it for 15 minutes with his torch and found nothing. However, he slept on a rock from 3 a.m. until the light came up and climbed out into the fresh air. What moved that chain 3 times in a sealed cave with no wind and no one else around is something he still can't explain.